Hey, hey, good day. Well, actually, I would say good morning. It's actually the day after Christmas. But it's 1 in the morning. My wife just fell asleep, and I felt like doing a video. And I guess if you read the description, you know this is my Bic Runga collection. All right, if it sounds like an alien name, well, I'm not too surprised. It's not like Bic Runga is a household name. And in fact, I think I'm saying her name wrong. I think it's actually Beck, like Jeff Beck or Beck. It's pronounced Beck, but it's Bic. Bic Runga. I think I'm saying her last name correctly. Bic Runga is a New Zealand artist. I almost said pop artist, but that would have been very limiting. When she started out back in 1997, I think that was her first album was released in 97. Although I think she might have put an EP out in 96, the Soup EP. I could be getting my dates wrong. But when she first put her first album out, which was 1997 in New Zealand, no less. This is not an American release. At least in 97, I don't think it was. She was kind of a pop artist, but I'm already screwing this up. I can't call her a pop artist. She did what she wanted to do. And some of the music was pop. Some of the music was, actually one of her songs was like a Beatles, a pastiche of a Beatles song from 1967. So, I can't call her a pop artist. She's a musician. She's a music artist. And I thought she was brilliant when I stumbled across her material and bought her first album. And then I just went crazy and bought whatever I could get my hands on. And so that is why I'm going to show you my collection. If you are a fan of this artist, of Bic Runga, she's got a sister named Bo, B-O-H, Bo Runga, who played, who fronted a band, I believe. She fronted a band, and I can't remember the name of her band, unfortunately. But I didn't get into Bo. I got into Bic. But if you're a fan of hers, you might find this very interesting, because I did find a lot of interesting material by her. And so that's what I'm about to show you. And as a matter of fact, there's some information on some of this stuff that's not even in Discogs. So check this out if you want. And we're going to get to it. I'm going to show you the CDs first, because she started releasing material in 96 or 97, and that was certainly after, for the most part, after CDs became the predominant media, right? Right, I am. So, this is actually a copy of her first album. This is a New Zealand release, and it's on Columbia Records. But this was actually a New Zealand release. Okay, here she is. Here's the disc. Columbia Records. Whoa. Now, you can see that I got a double disc, one of those slimline 2-disc holders. And I will show you why I have that. But this is her first album. It was released with 11 tracks. Drive, which was a hit. Sway, which was probably a bigger hit. Hey, Bursting Through, which was also a CD single. Drive was a CD single. Sway was actually released a couple of times, and I'll explain what's going on with that. Bursting Through, Swim, which was also a CD single out of New Zealand. She is a New Zealand artist, so most of her stuff was predominantly released out of New Zealand, at least earlier, when you're looking at the earlier material. Roll Into One, which was supposedly released as a CD single in New Zealand, but I've never seen a copy of it. A copy was never sold on Discogs, according to their history. And so I never have gotten a copy of that. Suddenly Strange, which is an absolutely brilliant piece of music. Suddenly Strange is the song that I consider, it sounds kind of like a Beatles song from 1967. It even has a little Mellotron in there. And it's an absolutely brilliant piece of work. It's probably one of my favorite songs by Beck. And as a matter of fact, anybody who knows what I do knows that sometimes I will take an artist's work and I will re-edit it, usually to make it a little bit longer. And I did that with Suddenly Strange. It's a song that fades out, and I wanted to extend the fade because it is so beautiful and actually very emotional, and it's really fantastic. Really just a great piece of music. There's another song right after Suddenly Strange on the album. There's a song called Sorry, which is also a really great song and was also released as a CD single, but I believe that one might have been out of England. There's another song, Heal, I believe it's called. Wow. Is it Drought? Oh, Heal, Delight, and Without You. Oh my God. I can't read this stuff. Huh. I don't remember this. That's funny. Anyway, this is that New Zealand release. Now, the reason that there is a second disc in here is because, and this is something that I always tend to do when I get into an artist, if they have all kinds of tracks, non-album tracks, or re-edits or alternate versions and stuff like that, I will compile them onto a disc. I did that with Bic because she had a 5-track EP, and then she had CD singles. The versions of the A side of many of those songs were alternate versions, so they're on a disc in here. The B-sides, of course, non-album tracks, were put on this disc, and there's a ton of early material that I actually managed to find nearly 60 minutes worth of alternate material and put it on here. So we'll show you those tracks because I pretty much have all the almost all of the original CD singles. But anyway, so that's what this is. I'm gonna go ahead and embarrass myself by showing you what I actually put together. All right. And this CD, actually, I had a CD burner, and I got a kit that you could make a label for it. So I did that. These are the songs. All right. If you can freeze that, you can see, whoops, here, you can see what that all says. Yeah, this is, I'm insane. Yeah, wow. Anyway, okay, so that's the New Zealand album. This is a limited collector's edition with a bonus CD. I believe that this was also released in New Zealand. I could be wrong. I suppose I could be wrong. Here you go. Very different looking package. This has, look at that. Very different looking package. But the bonus disc has the songs You, Ordinary Girl, Welcome to My Kitchen, Dust, Close the Door, Put Out the Light, and another version of Sway. I think it was a live version of Sway. Yeah, different looking package for sure. And most of those are B-sides anyway, but one or two of them are unique to that disc, I believe. So, and boy, the font is so tiny here. Yeah, this came out, it looks like it came out in 1999. Yep, that's what I'm reading. Sony Music, 1999. So a couple of years after the original, oh, wait a minute, was it New Zealand? Yeah, I think it's saying New Zealand. New Zealand. Yeah, oh yeah, you could tell. So this is yeah, this was a New Zealand release, but it was a special 2-disc release from 1999. The original album was released in 97. So a couple of years later, they said, well, let's capitalize on this, and we'll put this out. So I got my hands on this, which is probably pretty hard to find at this point. All right, so now we're getting to CD singles and EPs, and this is the Love Soup EP. It's called Drive, but it's also known as the Love Soup EP. And as a matter of fact, I have two different versions of this Love Soup EP, which I can't even believe I have two different versions of this thing. And it's funny because, ooh, here, hold on a second. Oh my God. I thought it was dark in here. I was missing some, I didn't turn on the light. This is crazy because what I found here is that there were two different versions of this thing. It shows, I think that one was a misprint. I think they got the order of the songs was wrong on one, so they fixed that, and then they released it correctly. One shows Drive, You, Take It Out Sometimes. I wonder what they're talking about there. Ordinary Girl, and Swim. Then the other one is Drive, You, Ordinary Girl, Swim, and then Take It Out Sometimes. So it's the same 5 songs, but they're showing a different order. And as a matter of fact, the This says Australia, 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 Australia. It looks like Australia and New Zealand, so well, there you go. What does that mean? I'm guessing that this was released in New Zealand. It's showing Epic on Epic Records. Showing on Epic Records. All right, but maybe you could see that one disc has, up here, this has 3 different lines, and here there are 4 lines, and I guess there, for some reason, I can't even remember. I'm amazed that I still have 2 versions of this, because this was so rare way back when I found a copy of it. Oh, you son of a bitch. There. Sounded like I busted it, but no, I didn't. Yeah, I can't. Okay, this is 01. And let's see if this is 02. Oh, 01. So, yeah, I think that one was just a misprint on the paper. But anyway, it's the Love Soup EP. Here's the cover. Here's what's going on inside. Drive you. Take it out sometimes. Ordinary girl and swim. Yeah, that's right. The CD itself. Knock it off. Why does it do that? The CD itself has the order: drive, you, take it out sometimes, ordinary girl, and swim. So this one here has the correct, the paperwork has the correct order. But boy, what an annoying package when I open this thing. I might have to swap that. Anyway, so I have 2 copies of this thing because one has the paperwork has the wrong track order. So go figure that. I don't know if there's a distinctive entry for it in Discogs. I might have to check that out. I'll look for that. But anyway, the Love Soup EP, the song Drive on here is a different version than the album version. You is a non-album track. Take It Out Sometimes is a non-album track. Ordinary Girl is also a non-album track. And Swim, I believe, is a different version than the album. So you got 5 different songs on this Love Soup EP. And this came out, I believe this actually came out before the album did. Yeah, 1995. There you go, 95. And her album came out, it was actually released in New Zealand in 1997. So there you go. In fact, I believe some of her singles, 1 or 2 of them were released in 96, but let's find out. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Well, Beck has a distinctive style. It's really, a lot of the music, the variety of styles on her albums is pretty diverse. So I love that about her. I love that about lots of artists like Zappa and Rundgren, and my friend Shelley Ong. Same thing. Very different styles of music these guys put out, and I love that. The next CD is the single release of Sway out of New Zealand. And this has a story to it too. First of all, it's actually a 3-song EP with the songs I Don't Mean It and Lonely Lola Cherry Cola Girl. 2 B-sides, okay? They're non-album tracks. But here's the interesting thing about this, and Discogs does not have a distinctive entry. They look identical, but the music on the CDs is different. The version of Sway on one of these is an entirely different recording than what's on the album. All right, Sway was Bic Runga's big hit. It was humongous. It was a huge hit in New Zealand, and in some other territories it was pretty popular as well. But apparently when they pressed this, it looks like the first pressing of the CD contained the album version, because what I found is that there is a difference in the CDs. There is one CD shows it's the first pressing. It's got an 01, a 01. That would be this one. And as a matter of fact, I just checked this right before I did the video. Before I'm doing this video, I wanted to verify this. And I found that the timing, if you put your CD player in your CD, if you put your CD in your CD player, if you want to do it you want to do the right thing. If you put the CD in my Sony CD player, and I check the time for the entire disc, it registers as 11:37. CD players are different, by the way. Some CD players, they might register a slightly different time depending on how they read the disc, which is really strange. But anyway, this registers when I put it in there, and the CD, the player registers the disc, excuse me. It registers at the time for all 3 tracks, the entire disc, at 11:37. And this correct version, or second pressing, which contains the alternate version of Sway, registers 11:27. So it's a 10-second difference in that third track, because the other 2 tracks are identical. And so if you own this, you can double check this. That was one way to verify if you got the version with the alternate version of Sway. The other way to do it is to just look at the inside of the disc, the playing side of the disc. Right inside, in the middle of the disc, there are numbers and catalog numbers and stuff, but it also tells you if it's a first pressing or a second pressing. And I see the 02 here. I don't know if you could see it if I hold it up. I don't think that you're going to be able to see it. Right at the top, it actually says 02. And sure enough, you're not going to see it because it gets blurry when it's too close to the lens of my cheap telephone camera. So unfortunately, you can't see that. But you can either put it in your CD player if it registers 11:27 or 11:25, 26, 27, 28. My Sony player registers at 11:27. And if you look inside what is inside the CD, there's a little ring, and it says 02. And that contains the alternate version of Sway. Very interesting version. The album version starts off with a snare drum hit, boom, and then it goes into the song. The alternate version doesn't have that, and it's a really great version. It's a really interesting version of the song. All right. God, I apologize. This is taking forever. Here's a different, here's another CD single, and this is a strange CD single. I forgot that I even had this. Wow. This has got different versions of Drive, and it is actually credited to Straw People, featuring Bic Runga. So, yeah, this is strange. I don't even remember when this was released. I forgot I even had this. It's got alternate versions of the song Drive. It's got 4 different versions, and so it's got Drive featuring Bic Runga. That's the first track. It's got a song Gentle featuring Anika Moa. I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly. Then the third track is Drive, the radio dance mix featuring Bic Runga. The track 4 is an extended club mix. Track 5 is a video. So it's like an enhanced video, enhanced CD. But the Straw People, I can't remember much about the Straw People, but I did see that this existed, and I picked it up. And these mixes don't really grab me, I'll be honest with you. Doesn't really do it for me. So let me put that back. Here is Bursting Through. Oh, Bursting Through. Not Swim. Sway. Yeah. Yeah, Bursting Through, that's right. Bursting Through is a CD single. This has 2 other alternate tracks, Making a Scene, and then Bursting Through, the acoustic mix. All right, so there are 2 non-album tracks on here. And I'll just pull this out and just show you the package. All right. So there's the disc. There is the cover, the artwork. Here's the inside. I don't know if you can read that. If you want, if you can freeze it. All right, so yeah, I think, you know what? I think that maybe the first track is actually the album track, and then the alternate version is the acoustic mix. So, but anyway, there you go. All right, here is CD single of Sway. This is the album version on here with the songs B-sides, Dust and Close the Door, Put Out the Light. two B-sides, 2 non-album tracks. Here is Suddenly Strange. Wow, what a great song. And it certainly deserves to be a single. It's just awesome. This has, was this a New Zealand release? I think it may have been. Yeah, I think it may have been a New Zealand release. Yeah, absolutely. And this has 2 B-sides, non-album tracks, All Fall Down and Welcome to My Kitchen. I believe that you could find those tracks elsewhere. They are not exclusive to this CD single. I think that you can find them in other discs. But anyway, that's a New Zealand CD single. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And here is Sorry. The CD single version of Sorry is slightly edited. So it's a little shorter. And this has Lonely Lola Cherry Cola Girl on it and the live version of Sway. And it also is an enhanced CD extra, they call it. And there are videos on here. It says videos, so there's more than one. And I don't know what videos are on here. Oh, containing Sway and Suddenly Strange videos. There you go, Suddenly Strange. All right. There you go. Here's a CD single. It's the same. Same tracks as on here, but it's a CD single in a card sleeve. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's got the same songs. Dust and Close the Door, Put Out the Light. So, I don't know why I have it. Maybe I got it first. I don't know. That's funny. Right, here's something interesting. I picked this up. The Lilith Fair. A celebration of women in music, and I think that's kind of cool, huh? But this has a version, a live version of Bic doing Sway. And is there any? Yeah. God. Sinead O'Connor, Angelique Kidjo, Queen Latifah, Heather Nova, Sean Colvin, Sarah McLachlan with Emmylou Harris. There you go. Doing the song Angel. Lisa Loeb. Bic. Natalie Merchant did In the Ghetto. Wow. Cowboy Junkies, Miles from Our Home. Tracy Bonham, Meat Hook. Holly McNarland, Elmo, and Wild Strawberries. All right, but I picked it up for the live version, which is, I believe, a unique live version of Sway. All right. Man, I have a lot of CDRs where I recorded I found material online, and it was like a Bic on our radio show, Bic Runga with Janice Long. She was on some radio program, and somebody recorded it and then posted it somewhere, and I managed to find this and recorded it. And that's on here. So there is an interview with Beck, with Janice Long, and then she also did some acoustic versions of songs, and that's on here. I didn't even document what the songs were, but there's all kinds of, oh my God. When I See You Smile, Be All and End All, and Get Some Sleep. I think those were the tracks. I think it was an interview when her second album came out. I didn't even want to show those things. Usually I just try to skip that. This is her second album. Beautiful Collision. Here, it comes in a slipcase with alternate artwork. Here's what the cover actually looks like. But this is a special collection where there are 2 CDs. There's a second disc with 7 tracks. A bonus disc with 7 tracks. Good Morning Baby, featuring Dan Wilson and Bic. A Day Like Today, You Don't Want to Know, Gracie, Listening for the Weather, live. Something Good, live. And Question to Ask Me, featuring Tim Guy and Bic Runga. So, all right, so this is a special version of the album. And there you go. That's what the disc looks like. And the second disc is, whoops, this is coming apart. Second disc is pink. And there she is cutting her hair off now. I don't know if she actually cut her hair off, but it looks like she's cutting her hair off in that photograph. So there you go. I just happen to have 2 copies of this. I don't know why I do, but I do. As a matter of fact, I have 3 copies of it because I have Beautiful Collision on here, and it's paired up with Bic Runga, with the Christchurch Symphony live in concert. There you go. All right, so here, let me pull this out so you can see what I have here. All right, here's the single version of the album. All right, there's only 1 CD in here, so you don't get those extra 7 tracks. Here is live with the Christchurch Symphony. There's the back. maybe you can freeze that and get those tracks. If not, it's she does Precious Things, Bursting Through, One More Cup of Coffee, Ne Me Qui Ne Me Kipa. I cannot. This is French, man, and I can't speak French. I obviously, sometimes I have problems with English as it is. Anyone who had a heart, Beautiful Collision, and No More Shall We Part, Wishing on a Star, Say After Me, She Left on a Monday, and Something Good. I think I remember somebody was reviewing her album or talking about it or something, and they said that her second album, Beautiful Collision, was her Sgt. Pepper, and I don't know if I agree with that. I'm not even sure what it means, quite frankly. I think it's a good album. No question about it. There's some really great music on this album, but I don't know what they mean by her Sgt. Pepper. Sorry, I don't know what that means. Here it is again. I have too many copies of this album, quite frankly. And then I have their CD singles, Something Good. This has the songs Get Some Sleep, Wishing on a Star, and Something Good. And I think there are a couple of non-album tracks. I think some of those tracks might be some of the 7 tracks that are on that bonus disc. Here's Something Good. Another CD single, Something Good, With a Day Like Today. Something Good Submarine Mix featuring The Feel Style. All right, the Submarine Mix is probably something I wasn't into at all. I don't even remember listening to it. Here is Get Some Sleep. You Don't Want to Know, the album version. Counting the Days, live version, and Get Some Sleep, Andrew Hale remix. Okay. Here's just another card single. Here is, what the hell's this? Beautiful Collision Sampler. Okay. Yeah. I don't even know what tracks are on here. Just a sampler, so, yeah, wait a minute. Let's find out. I don't know. I don't even remember getting this. Oh, look, see, okay. So there's a little paperwork, whoops, a little paperwork in here. Five tracks from the forthcoming album. Here you go. Get Some Sleep, Something Good, Beautiful Collision, She Left on a Monday, and Listening for the Weather. Tracks 3 through 5 are unmastered mixes. Huh. Unmastered mixes. Interesting. So there. Unmastered mixes. What do you think of that? I'm going to slip this in here too, because just to protect it. And here it looks like a promotional copy of Get Some Sleep with the songs You Don't Want to Know and Gracie. Here is a CD album to Together in Concert Live. It's Tim Finn, one of the Finn brothers. It's Bic and then Dave Dobbin. Dave Dobbin. So Tim Finn, Bic Runga, and Dave Dobbin. I think all of these guys are from either Australia or New Zealand. Here's something interesting. The Woman at the Well, the songs of Paul Kelly. So, and I happen to be a Paul Kelly fan. In fact, I got into Paul Kelly after I got into Bic. I realized what a big Paul Kelly fan she was, and I said, well, let me check him out. And I ended up getting his whole catalog, basically, of stuff. So that's a fascinating catalog. In fact, I just picked up one of his albums on vinyl. It was a double album. Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls. Gossip, I think, is the name of the album. I think it's called Gossip. And it's a double album. And man, it's cool. It's beautiful. Beautiful Australian copy. And it's quiet too, which is nice. This is the songs of Paul Kelly, and these are performed by different artists. Bic Runga she performed the first track is Bic Runga, and she performs "The Gift That Keeps on Giving." This is an Australian pressing. There you go. It's an otherwise unavailable track, "The Gift That Keeps on Giving." So there you go. And there's a little sticker there that says "Made in Australia." So there you go. Here's an album, Marshmallow. And why did I get this album? Why, I don't recall. Marshmallow. This has something to do with Bic, and it's got a track on it that is associated with. Oh, Bic plays drums on one of these songs. Yeah, Bic Runga is a drummer sometimes, and she does play drums on a few of the tracks, at least one or two of the tracks on her first album, which I think is awesome. And she's really a very good drummer. So there. But why did I get this album? I don't recall. A Marshmallow production. Vocals on Snow, Bic Runga. Yeah, she sings on here. And she plays drums on here. So there you go. The song Snow she sings on. All right. And backing vocals. Bic Runga sings backing vocals on Over and Done. So that's why I picked it up, I guess. She does sing lead vocals on one of the tracks, Snow. All right, Marshmallow. I think I actually debated on whether or not I wanted to pick this up because it's not really her album. And I don't think that this was very cheap either. I think I remember this costing some money. Maybe because it was associated with her and she was humongous at that time. So, but anyway, I did pick it up. That's probably, I guess that's why. because she sang on lead on one, she sang backup on another, and she drums on a third track. Okay, so much for the second album and some other odd releases. Here is her third album, Birds. This is the limited Australian tour edition. Features 5 live songs recorded at the Civic Theatre in Auckland, 2005. All right. And so, 11 tracks. Winning Arrow, Say After Me, Listen, Birds, Ruby Nights, No Crying No More, If I Had You, Captured, That's All Right, Blue, Blue Heart, and It's Over. The last song is It's Over. Here's what the inside looks like. There you go, if you want to see. Here's the extra disc if you want to see. Right? There's nothing there. Black, that black insert. All right. Here is a CD single with a non-album track, Somewhere in the Night. Winning Arrow is the A-side, and Somewhere in the Night is the non-album recording. Did I show you this? Or? All right, there she is. She's looking at you. The CD single. Oh, here is here's another version of the album. This is 2 extra audio tracks, and for the first time ever, 5 live performances on DVD, plus 2 videos. So there you go, special edition of Birds. All right, and the bonus tracks are Somewhere in the Night, that B-side I was just talking about on that other CD single there, and then Something's Gotten Hold of My Heart, track 13, and then you get this DVD in here. All right, same cover, 2 discs, yeah, special edition. It's always a special edition. She was as big as Sheryl Crow for several years. So there you go. And then a couple of years went by. She didn't release anything, and then this came out, a compilation from 2008. Try to Remember Everything, rare and unreleased tracks. And this I found very interesting, that you can find some B-sides, but there are lots and lots of songs, lots of B-sides that were not released on here. Which means that you have to you have got to find the CD singles to find these tracks. And for instance, Sway, the alternate version of Sway, that's on that New Zealand CD single with this, that looks like there's a skier on the cover, is not available on here. A lot of tracks not available on this rare and unreleased compilation. There is another version of Sway on here. It's live on KCRW, Gravity live on KCRW, and I think that some of these songs on KCRW were from that same interview with that lady Janice Long, or whatever her last name was. All right, so try to remember everything. All right, I don't know if you can see that. Okay. You can always look it up on Discogs to find out those tracks. All right, those are the CDs. I do have 3 items here on vinyl. Her first album, this was a record store day release, I believe. And I said, wow, let me get this first album on vinyl. How cool is that? Well, it's not all that cool. First of all, it came in some crummy regular sleeve. There's no insert. Okay. And I do like the label. I like the custom label. That's kind of cool. In fact, that's really cool. But the album itself, I thought, was pretty noisy, quite frankly. And I was really disappointed to hear a crackly record. And I was like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? Send it back? I was kind of pissed about it, but what are you going to do? But I do like it. I like the package. At least I like the cover. It is I believe it's a New Zealand release. Yeah. It was pressed in New Zealand. So, and no insert. I thought, come on, man. I mean, you know, if you're gonna put this out, man, do it right. So yeah, I do have complaints about this, but I am glad to have it. I just wish that they did a better job with the pressing and the packaging. But what packaging there is, I mean, I do like the cover. I like it. I like it, all right? The first piece of vinyl that I ever got from Bic Runga is this 10-inch EP. Winning Arrow. This came out when the third album was released. It came out shortly after they released the third album. Winning Arrow was the single. And it's an EP with 4 tracks. So you get Winning Arrow and Say After Me on side 1. Side A, I should say. Or I could say side 1. This was released in 2005 when our third album came out. Winning Arrow and Say After Me, and then side B is Birds and Somewhere in the Night. So you did get that non-album B-side, Somewhere in the Night. I did get this. Here. It did not come with this inner sleeve, all right? It might have come, I can't remember if it came with an inner sleeve at all. If it did, it was a white sleeve. It was not lined. And I gotta say that the record itself was kind of, again, it was kind of noisy. I actually, in fact, I remember when I learned about this album, or this EP, and I ordered it, and when I got it, it was noisy. I actually sent it back and got another one, this one, and this one was slightly noisier. So I lost a little ground. But look at this thing. It's beautiful. It's actually really beautiful. And you know what? Actually, I played it recently, and it didn't sound that noisy, so maybe I was just being picky. Maybe I was just being a baby. Side A, winning arrow. Yeah, this is cool. The this lined inner sleeve, I just picked these up recently, and man, this is perfect for this this record. It just houses it perfectly, and you can see the label in there, and I like that. So yeah, my attitude about this record actually changed a little bit when I played it not too long ago, a couple of months ago, and it didn't sound nearly as dirty as I thought. And I thought, why did I think it sounded noisy before? I don't know. And then here's this. There is another album that came out before this. After it was after the compilation there, Rare and what is it called? Rare and Unreleased. She put another album out. Man, I can't even recall the title. I don't have a copy of it. I did not pick it up. But I did pick this one up. And I don't have this on CD. I have it on LP. Close Your Eyes. This says, Bic Runga has created a psychedelic pop masterpiece, mixing original material and a selection of covers of her favorite songs, including tracks by Kanye West, The Blue Nile, and Nick Drake. Now, I listened to this, and I don't know. Psychedelic seems to me to be a bit of a stretch, but I thought that this was a pretty nice record. I will say that. And I do like the cover. Here's the album. This lined inner sleeve, I provided that myself. Interesting label, custom label. It's a good album. Psychedelic, I don't know. I would not have used the word psychedelic to describe this record. And the inner sleeve. All right, maybe that's a little bit psychedelic. No words, no lyrics. You do get a download code. I did not download anything. But you do get a card with a download code on it. I'm not disappointed in the sound quality of this album. It is very quiet. Somebody got their act together somewhere and pressed a nice quiet album. So Close Your Eyes this is good. And I think I need to double back and pick up her her last album that came out before this and complete my collection. I'll be right back. I have one other thing I have to show you. Told you I'll be right back. I meant to get this and be ready before I started filming, but I forgot. This is a compilation DVD that I put together It's a video retrospective from 2005. I'm sorry, from 1995 to 2012, actually. And so, let me move up here, and I'll share the track listing. If you can see it, wow, look at that glare. Wow. You see this? Here's what I'm going to do. It's all right. And the total time of this thing is 139 minutes. Actually, over 2 hours. What I did was I found a lot of material, video material, online. So what I found on here is Sway, the alternate New Zealand single version, 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Drive, the alternate New Zealand Love Soup EP version. All these were remastered using the CD tracks. In other words, I would get the video. I got audio video software, so I would upload the video into my computer, so I would get the video, and then I would take the audio from CD, and I would use that in place of the audio track that I got when it was uploaded. So what you have are remastered versions of the videos. The audio is remastered using the CD, and if I needed to sync it up, if it was slightly off, I was able to sync it up. So I mean, for a while I just went crazy using this audio video software and doing all kinds of cool stuff. But this was one of the things that I decided that I wanted to do, was put together this this compilation. So you get Sway, Drive, Bursting Through, that's the alternate New Zealand single version, Suddenly Strange, remastered, Sorry, remastered, Roll Into One, remastered, Sway, remastered. Sway was the album version, remastered. Yeah, the album version is 4 minutes and 23 seconds. So there you go. There's the difference. The New Zealand version is 4:14, and then Sway is the album version is 4:23. Then I got Drive, the Interstellar Overdrive mix. That was something that somebody had posted, included it. There's a 6.5 minute interview that is from the Drive CD Plus file. I was able to extract the file and burn it to this DVD. Get Some Sleep, version 1, because there are 2 different versions of the of that video. Get Some Sleep, version 1. Again, that was remastered. Something Good, the video for that. The video for Listening for the Weather. And then Get Some Sleep, version 2. It's exactly the same audio, but the video is different. Then Winning Arrow, the video for that. Say After Me. If You Really Do, a short film. Everything is Beautiful and New, a short film. These are promotional videos. Devil on Tambourine, a short film. Bell, a short film. That's the name of the album, Bell. That album, I did not score that, and I need to pick that up. Music and Light, short film. Hello, Hello, 3. That's from that album, Bell. Hello, Hello. I believe I don't know if it was a hit, but it was, I think, the first single off the album. Or when I say single, I don't think it was released as a single. I don't think there were any singles released from this record. Hello, Hello. There was a video for it. If You Really Do, video for that. Tiny Little Piece of My Heart. I believe there was a video for that. Then I found material from Aussie television. It was on YouTube. From Live in Yours, No Crying No More, Something Good, Say After Me, Drive, The Last Kind Word. So she did 5 songs from, this was from 2006. It was just her standing, playing a guitar, acoustic guitar, and singing. It was a pretty darn good performance, actually. Say After Me, live acoustic. The Daily Grind from 2008. That was The Daily Grind is the song she did, I think, right? Talk Talk Interview. And then she did the song Real and Imagined. Apple Pie Bed with the NASDA Choir Silver Scroll Awards. Then she did the song Hello Hello, the Music Sessions. Everything is Beautiful and New, the Music Sessions. Hello Hello, the Morning Show. Everything is Beautiful and New from some other program. And then Hello Hello, the Saturday Night Show from 2012. And Sway, live. There's a live version of Sway that I found, and that is what closes this out. So that you get 34 different separate tracks. Live in Years, she performed 5 songs on there, and that's considered one track. So there's actually a lot of material on here. And the only thing I couldn't find to capture was a promotional video. I think it was for Sway again. I think it was for Sway again, but it was one where it's snowing. And I remember seeing part of this video online, and then I could never find it again. And so I guess that's lost for good. I don't know where it is. So anyway, that's what this is. That's what this is. Just in time for the end of this, that's my video soundtrack. All right, man, that's it. Anyway, if you like Bic Runga, I hope you found this interesting. And happy holidays and Happy New Year.